Well, boys, we find ourselves at 135 Prince Street, Newark, New Jersey, Essex County, United States of America. And the conditions in which many people find themselves living in an area that I can, for all accounts, call home because my godparents lived at 100 Prince Street. And right down the block is my family's church. So this is an area that I didn't grow up in, but kind of grew up in. And to see the conditions in which it finds itself in, all these years later is friggin' depressing. So I'm going to just let this run with very little interference. Let's go.
We comes up upon the building that this is a real distress. We got feces, defecation coming throughout the pipes here and things of that nature. As you see that, that's all defecation. This is a house in the door. This is HUD. This is how people live it. Now this is only the outside, and I can't step in it because I don't want to track this all day. But as y'all can see, it's feces, defecation, and so forth and so on up there. And we got to let the mayor know. We got to let MIDI, which is the chief of staff, know about what's going on.
Here's the thing, Mr. Edwards. Shout out to you as well, Tony Edwards. I believe he may work for the city. I'm not 100% sure on this, but this was brought across the way, and I just felt the need to, highlight it on the channel. This is disgusting, and I don't think it's a matter of Roz or MIDI knowing. I think it's a matter of Roz or MIDI caring, and they have absolutely no incentive to do such.
Inside these housing authority, in these HUD housing, the inspector came. They did a little something, but they ain't did nothing. But let me show you how these residents are living. I'm going around now, so bear with me.
I mean, like, shit on the side of the building wasn't bad enough, right?
That's all defecation, all human feces. This is how they living. This is human. This is not tolerated. That not in no community this should be tolerated. This is what the kids around here got to breathe.
There was this show that used to come on, I think it was A&E or AMC. It was called Jacked, and they would just ride around Newark and, catch people stealing cars and the like. And so I'm with my ex, and this is back when I was in Southern California. I'm with my ex and her daughter, and I'm like, hey, that's where I come from. That's what and she was like, oh, that looks very charming. Yes, a very charming area.
Hey, sis, how you doing? As we walks in, knock on the door,
Casey said, what's up, man? Go live. Go in his face right now. We live, Casey. We done. Yeah, go live. Go in his face. This shit ridiculous how they got some people living, man. This is a shame, man.
Hey, sister, how you doing? You look so beautiful. I see you got your mask on. How you feeling? Can I look at your bathroom? Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. When we walk in an apartment, the first apartment is this apartment is 1A, and this is how they are. They have these tenants living. We walking right now to the bathroom. As well, this is what's going on. This is how they living. As you see that, she said she didn't have a shower in 5 days. No one have come.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you affordable housing.
This is what this is how they live. Now now keep in mind what I'm saying to you is that, hey Barry, just keep in mind that this lady had three small children that she had in this house, and plus a disabled elderly person that she have in this residence. And as you see, she said this water was running for a whole week just like this here. And this is how it's coming about. She can't take a shower. It's still dropping from upstairs. This is a whole week, bro. This is a whole week. This is a whole week. And we got 3 little kids.
Now, to be fair to Ross Baraka, these projects, for the most part, projects were put in before he got there. True enough, but this is the result of generations of neglect of upkeep of these spaces. And one of the main things that they push with the affordable housing is, it's really just moving people from here to another newer place that eventually will go bad. It's all a bunch of horseshit because it's all based off of the government. And yeah, they can insert things with the best of intentions, but once your administration's gone, so is the damns given about what your administration cared about.
Listen here, brother, you can't do nothing. If you can't do nothing, but you just one thing, just make a phone call to Mitty, to Roz about or to the HUD. You know what I'm saying? The Housing Authority. Let them know this is ridiculous. This cannot happen like this here. Now this is apartment A1. You hear the water? Listen to the water now.
Probably stomach turning, but what we're gonna do is just gonna skip ahead quite a bit.
That's what they should understand, that it should be here because everything in there got to be taken down. Everything ought to be taken down.
So sister, how y'all taking baths and showers?
How y'all feel?
We have to stand inside the dirty ass water and just let the water, don't even turn the water on because it's gonna overflow.
Wow, so y'all had to have the kids in that dirty water to make sure and to wash up because it's stopped up.
Yes.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If your water's looking jacked up like this, boil it. Okay, I mean you can boil it and that'll get rid of quite a few of the toxins. But still, this is a jacked situation. I believe we're in a separate apartment.
Wow. Yes, this is ridiculous, man. This is really. I don't know. I don't know who this person is here, but they trying to unclog an uncloggable thing. It's not even happening. But we're gonna have the mayor involved in this here. This is apartment 2A. About to take y'all already. And make sure y'all on this video, share this video. You know what I'm saying? This is how we got to get it out. It's called communication. Black man, why you feeling? You know what I'm saying? This is and everybody should be appalled of this family living like this here. They should be distressed because that's because I don't know this sister. That don't mean we can't aid this sister. I mean, we got cheap.
Okay, so there is a certain level of personal responsibility that I will place on those who end up stuck in these positions, right? Because it's not impossible to move. It's not impossible to get the hell away. Yes, is it tough? Without question, but it is something that I myself, even though I didn't come up in the projects at all, I can say that there are choices to be made. And because of the environments and how they've been so just decimated, as you can see, as we witness, as my man goes through this apartment complex, as these communities have been deteriorated and decimated, those who, can or have the capacity to be able to find a way for themselves out of such conditions, you have to put it on you. and popping out a bunch of kids and the like, I mean, because I think that young lady was pregnant, it doesn't really help that cause. It only it's created this reliance on government to replace the family, and that's how we end up in such circumstances.
Got children, and this is what it is. If you don't want to do it for another adult, let's aid her. What's the other problem was? How you doing?
But okay, and that's my problem. It's like, okay, yeah, we could aid her, but that's what got us here in the first place, sir. I mean, to an extent, because you're like, oh well, think about the babies. That was her job. Her job was to think about her children and who she wanted to have children with, and what kind of circumstances that would, you know, what I'm saying, like how she gonna go secure a bag, right? But we have a welfare state that is just. That this is the welfare state's end game, guys, and it's sad.
We just trying to get this thing right here.
Which one you was in?
How your bathroom is, sister?
Come on.
Oh,
Let's see. What number is this?
this is 3B.
3B.
This is 3B here. You just got to know the walls like this. You can smell she clean. Look at you see the walls are separating in here. This is what we want to tell the mayor. This is what we want to tell the HUD and the inspectors. How you gonna?
The same people who created this mess and the same system that continues to allow that allows this to persist. Is you can sit here and scream at them from all the angles that you want, but at the end of the day, it's up to the young ladies of upcoming generations to not make these calls and make better decisions so they can get the hell out of such circumstances to an extent. Now, hold on, pause. If you're going to offer it, it should be nicer, okay? Without question. But at the same time, I mean, we're stuck in this perpetual circular logic where, we need to help these sisters, but every time we help these sisters, we are also enabling our sisters. It sucks.
Give someone an apartment. Look at this here up there. Now, how long this was like this, sister?
Since I moved here.
And when was that?
I moved here 2014.
See, they do that to the black people. Why you want to do this and not for they paying their money and things of that nature? What you have? Oh my God.
And I've been telling them to replace that and replace this, and they still didn't come replace that.
And then this was for a whole month right there. That's coming down. Yeah, that's coming down.
The building shift.
The building shift. It's got to be because the walls are separating.
That's been like this.
The walls are separating.
That's been like this.
You pull that shit off, you'll see.
No, this is.
So they completely ignored her, but she says that it's been like that since I've been here. So yeah, like I said, this is a matter of the choices that we make and choices that are available to us as well. I mean, you want to make this a race thing, but dig hard enough, I can guarantee you can find a couple of fair-skinned individuals in these complexes, okay? So about it, it's a socio-economic thing, and particularly when it comes to our urban spaces in America, it's a conditioning thing. A lot of our community has been institutionalized since the 60s with the drug war and the over policing and the like, and the adversarial role that that's been created through policy and legislation, which lent itself to the types of BLM and Antifa and the like, feeling as if they have a legitimate gripe, which in many cases they do, but you don't burn down buildings and cities and attack individuals who had nothing to do with your grievance. So, like I said, we work ourselves we've kind of, as a nation, and particularly as a community in urban spaces in particular, we've worked ourselves into a hamster wheel of dysfunction and chaos, and this is like as much as this sucks, this is also manifest destiny.
Brother, we gotta stop this. We gonna do something about this today. If I gotta,
they put baseball. That's crazy.
But they paying motherfuckers off. They got that money. Yeah, but we got the people behind us, and if we gotta stand up and lock this whole.
They don't give a shit. They could care less about the people. It's so weird how in the community there's this idea of, oh well, you got the people behind you, so it's gonna all be great. Yeah, cool. How much bread the people got, bro? Because that's what you really need. How many elected officials do you got behind you? Because that's what you really need. You need them going in a proper direction. But that's not like it's so sad. It's so sad because right now, look at all the people who are on one side of the spectrum when it comes to the presidential, right? We can cut it down to two different factions, and yeah, you're connected on that one thing right there, but when you spread it out, there's far more things that can split you up. And that's one of the greatest assets that the establishment has, is the ability to be able to divide and conquer. So I mean, man, fingers crossed for you, brother.
Area down. How many children you have here?
There's 3 in this apartment.
Three children. And this is what I'm saying.
The club been flooding too? Well,
It don't flood, but
Yours going down.
It went down.
That's the third. That's what. This is the second floor. Third floor. So that's why it's going down, because it dropped into them.
Kitchen cabinet, it's been going. Shit been broke. They ain't fixed this.
change the floor, but
So they didn't. So when y'all know that they was coming, I mean, they didn't ever tell you the time that they was coming, or if they was coming?
Who that?
The housing.
There only certain apartments they go to.
they only go to certain parts.
So how long this cabinet?
When they go through inspections, she'll come to my apartment because my apartment is a
Yes,
clean
we see that.
apartment.
Yeah, and you got the cleanest one in the building. In the building.
So
Yeah, I was about to point that out as well. Like, I mean, you guys kind of got these folks more than likely did get sold a false bill of goods, but you did say that the bathroom was kind of like that, and you could see the rest of the building. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here. But yeah, this is a damn shame. This is Gibson, Sharp, Roz, Rice, all of them, Booker, Payne, all of them. This county and this state, this has been the game plan, and you are balls deep in the way Jersey's set up. It's the smallest state in the entire union, right? But we have over 500 municipalities, and in certain municipalities, it's just like it's the toilet bowl. I mean absolutely no disrespect, because I'm from the toilet bowl, but it's the toilet bowl, and they purposefully, like through legislation, through gerrymandering and redistricting and all this other fun shit, they make sure that whoever's where they at will happily go along with, allowing, they're not really allowing, but, not really giving too much of a shit that a large percentage of their constituencies live in third world conditions. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like, I'm the biggest fan of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I'm going to leave it on the shit right there, because this is shit. This is fucking awful, man. And the fact that in the United States, and particularly in urban spaces and in quote-unquote black America, we care so much about blackness and shit. Motherfuckers used to wear, ties and suits. And now you got folks living in shit. But you may disagree. That's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.